Well, the U.S. currency is getting a new face. The U.S. Treasury Department has announced that their first African-American woman, an anti-slavery crusader, will be featured on the face of the $20 bill. VOA's Carolyn has more.
The U.S. Treasury Department announced Wednesday that an African-American woman, abolitionist and anti-slavery crusader Harriet Tubman will replace former slave owner President Andrew Jackson on the front of the $20 bill. She will be the first woman and first minority featured on U.S. paper currency in modern times. The design overhaul leaves Alexander Hamilton on the $10 note with women's suffragists on the back side. The move is the latest chapter in a 10-month controversy that erupted after Treasury Secretary Jacob J. Lew tried to address gender imbalance on U.S. currency notes. He opened up the selection process to the public, and controversy ensued.
As we went through the candidates, the possible names, I have to tell you the story of Harriet Tubman is really a compelling one, and the amount of interest, particularly young people writing to me, where they're learning about Harriet Tubman in school the way my generation learned about George Washington and Abraham Lincoln. That's great. And I think our money should reflect the contribution of somebody like Harriet Tubman, who by sheer force of will, her own determination, she was born a slave, she was illiterate for her whole life, but not only did she lead many people out of slavery through the Underground Railroad, she worked for our army, helping them as a spy to help them figure out where to go during the Civil War. And afterwards, she was one of the early leaders in the movement to give women the right to vote, the suffrage movement. It's just an incredible story about how a person can change life in this great country.
Tubman is the first woman featured on the face of U.S. paper currency in more than a century. Alexander Hamilton remains on the $10 bill. He is a U.S. founding father and the first Treasury Secretary. Changes will be made to the $5 bill to depict civil rights and ERA leaders. Carolyn Turner, VOA News.